Hi guys, Jess here with Key Tarot. I'm just going to do a real quick run through of all the signs tonight, starting with Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Aquarius, Gemini, Leo, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Ophiuchus, Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. Happy Mother's Day to you all. I hope you've had a really good day today. And I hope that you had an opportunity to wish all your favorite mothers happy Mother's Day. Alrighty, let us say a quick blessing and we'll just get started, all right? Holy Spirit, thank you for being with us here today and in every breath that we take. We ask that these messages be received by those who are meant to hear them. Amen. Alrighty, I think we're going to start with this Deviant Moon Tarot for Taurus real quick. Let's see what we have going on for you guys this week. Happy Sunday. Oh, we got the Moon card coming out. That's somebody who wants to tell somebody that it's been kind of on their mind for a while. And I got the Ace of Cups. Oh, that's the sweetest thing. It could be that somebody just wants to tell you how much they love you in some way. Could be, let's see. Oh, I've got the Temperance card, very good. And I have the Eight of Cups in reverse. This could be somebody that you kind of turned your back on in some way, maybe for good reason or something like that. There's a rebalance that's happened here with this Temperance card. Temperance is the card of Sagittarius. It's an energy of refocusing. It's an energy of healing inner child wounds. It's somebody who's kind of taken stock of how things are going in their lives and they've made some changes. Possibly this is you. Possibly this is somebody on the other end of this. But there are still some underlying issues that this person wants to discuss with you, and they want to kind of bring themselves wholly to you at some point. That's kind of deep, honestly, Taurus. But this Eight of Cups would indicate someone that you are either struggling to let go of or someone that you kind of decided to turn away from for some time in some way. I'm going to get this Star Power Tarot and see if we can get some more clarification on what the situation may be. I don't know. And this, again, could be your energy. So do feel free to flip-flop any of the, roles or characters in the story, if it even applies to you at all. And don't get hung up on the zodiac signs that I call out. You know, it's not about that, right? Or about the genders, right? Okay. Let's see. Tell me, thanks. I have the Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay, so the Seven of Cups in reverse is somebody who's kind of recognizing some of the, there's a term that's kind of thrown around a lot, like narcissistic kind of tendencies, and we all can exhibit these things at some times in our lives, although some people do it more often than others, and some people never become aware of them. Some people do kind of look at some things that are going on in their lives and do take stock of it and do make positive changes to shift this dynamic in themselves. And I don't know, if this is you or somebody else, but this is someone who's really taken stock of themselves, and they've spent some time trying to kind of, I don't know, smooth out some of their own bumps in some way. I've got the Five of Cups in reverse. It feels like you may have stepped away from them because they were kind of emotionally unstable at some point. Thanks. And I have the Page of Wands here. Again, that's another card of Sagittarius right there under the Temperance card. You may be dealing with a Sagittarius of significance, or Page of Wands is someone who may have acted impulsively at some point and caused damage in some way. Let's see. I got the Chariot in reverse. That's the card of Cancer, and it's really an energy of not knowing how you can change the situation, not knowing how you could possibly move ahead, and it's really down to someone. Hold on. I have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Really, it's about timing. It's a timing issue. There was some kind of wrong place, wrong time, wrong something like that. This person feels like the situation was quite misjudged in some way, and someone saw things differently. This is, I don't know, I don't know who I'm reading for here, the different energies that are coming across, because that Seven of Cups and that Five of Cups, both in the reverse like that, like I was saying, can be kind of narcissistic traits or tendencies. All of a sudden my throat's kind of clogged up there, and it was hard for me to talk and get the words out, but it sort of feels like somebody who, I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell with this person if, it'll be hard to know if they've changed or not in some way. Let me get this other deck, this Tarot of Wonderland, real quick, and just see if there's any more information I can glean from this, because it's kind of, it feels very convoluted. It feels like two different sides of a story or something like that. It feels almost like one person saying like, wait, no, I've changed. And then on the other hand, this is a person that feels like they may kind of exhibit some dishonest tendencies in the first place. And so it's kind of difficult to trust them. I think that's kind of where we're headed. Alrighty, and I've got the Five of Wands again. Holy smokes. That's crazy. Oh no, that was the Five of Cups. Same sort of thing though. It sort of feels like a, it's either like high anxiety, could almost be borderline, like, and the Seven of Swords came out with it, which, you know, is just not like a real great combination. It can almost feel like, I hate to say it, and obviously I'm not a medical doctor, but it can almost feel like mental illness in a way, in some way. Or, yeah, and I don't know if this is your perception of something about them. It feels like something's very dishonest here with this Seven of Swords. And it feels like this person makes you nervous. There's definitely a lack of trust here. I don't know if that's on your side or if that's on their side. I got the Ten of Cups here. It's in the upright position. So the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Swords. I think this person wants to come in and fix something. I think that that's what the whole aim of this is. This may be a conversation that kind of comes towards you this week in some way, Taurus, or this may just be something that's kind of heavily on your mind. And so you'll just have to take these energies as they may resonate, if they do at all. That Eight of Swords is someone who feels like they're unable to discuss something, like you may be blocked from them, they may be blocked from you in some way. It feels like wherever they are, they're feeling like very chaotic, or one or the other. It feels sort of like chaotic energy sort of around it, and that's sort of the energy of that Five of Wands that was hanging out over here. Here we go. Which is just kind of like that mental chaos in some kind of way, you know. And this is somebody who just wants to come in and smooth things over. They want to fix things. How are you going to deal with this situation, Taurus? What do you think? The Devil. You're like, well, that's what I think. The Devil is a card of Capricorn. It can be a card of obsession. It can be a card of, well, extreme toxicities. I think that's how you're feeling about this person. So I question, see, this is why I think it was kind of convoluted, is because I'm not sure if these are your energies that are coloring this person, or if this is how this person actually is. And that's kind of the thing about tarot, is that it's kind of up to you to determine how the energies may apply in your life, because we all see things differently. Remember what I was saying about this Wheel of Fortune? I said it feels like two people are watching a situation from different lenses in some kind of way, and there's been some kind of judgment. And I don't know if both of these individuals want to come back together, and I don't know that this is a romantic relationship. This could be a friendship, this could be a work relationship, this could be a family dynamic of some sort, and it could be in a love relationship. I'm just not seeing a lot of love cards here. I'm just seeing some kind of strange sort of miscommunication. I'm hearing wrong place at the wrong time sort of thing with this Chariot. I'm seeing somebody left holding the bag. That's funny. And so I feel like there's two sides to a story here. So I guess I simply caution you this week, and I think your words for yourself are to slow down and maybe give this person the time of day, or them you, and an opportunity to kind of discuss what the facts are in some way. Because whenever this moon comes out on its side, especially with that Seven of Swords in there, we have a lot of people who are mistrusting of each other, or not telling the truth in a situation, you know. And so it's kind of like two sides of the same coin there. So just take your time if this person does approach you, or if you choose to approach this person, and give each other the space to be as honest as possible, you know. I'm sure that you can. Alrighty, very good, very smart, Taurus. Wow, that's kind of deep. Alrighty, next up we have Capricorn. Thank you for letting me read for you, Taurus and Capricorn. I'm going to use this Tricoli deck for you guys and see what we have going on. Hold on, that is too many. If they're meant to come out, they will. That was 3. Yeah, okay, that one for sure. So the Queen of Swords comes out. This is somebody who wants to have a discussion. It's somebody who wants to put pen to paper. This is somebody who knows how they feel about something, and they're very communicative. The Queen of Swords is highly admired. They're very wise. They're a mentor. A lot of people come to them for advice. And so you may be speaking your mind about something today. We have the Judgment card here in the upright position. This implies that you are using good judgment, but also it can be kind of an indication that now all of a sudden you have the solution to a problem. Good job. I have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. It's like just when all seems lost, just when things seem like they're going to fall apart. The Two of Pentacles. It feels like someone who's kind of struggling in a situation. I have the Fool card that crosses that as well. So this is someone who knows that there has to be some kind of new beginning. We have to do something in a different way. We have to do something to bring balance back to this situation. It feels like you may have that kind of aha moment there early on in this week. Very good for you, Capricorn. I am going to get another deck and use this Tarot of Wonderland again for you guys. I have the Hierophant in reverse. This is somebody who says, you know what, I just don't even want to do it anymore. I don't want to commit to it anymore. I don't see it through anymore. This is somebody who feels like they can rebalance a situation with their words. Very good. I get the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This is someone who's seeing things for what they really are. This is somebody who doesn't want to be tied to someone or something anymore. They don't want to be committed to it anymore. It's not that they necessarily want to be single, and I don't know that this is a romantic reading at all. It can be. The Hierophant in reverse sort of indicates, can indicate a dissolution of a marriage or something like that, but it feels more like just... It feels like ending a commitment of some sort. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse is, it can be an energy of having a hard time letting go. But I don't get that impression. I really feel like something in you is very wise this week, Capricorn, and there's some kind of new beginning at stake here, or you're maybe questioning. Let me get another card for this Queen of Swords and what exactly it is that you want to say with that. Let's look. I get the Knight of Swords in reverse. Oh, somebody comes towards you and says, you know, I acted impulsively, I acted hastily, I said something I maybe shouldn't have said, that kind of thing. That may be something that you're expressing. And I have the Empress in reverse. This may have thrown you kind of for a loop, and now you're having to speak your mind about it in order to regain balance. It feels like you have it well at hand, though, like as to what to say, how to say it, that kind of thing. But there's some kind of wake up and shake up that somebody says, you know, I just don't want to do it this way anymore. I don't like the way it's looking. This Nine of Pentacles says, I'm not really sure where this is headed, and I don't feel like it feels authentic to me in some way. This King of Wands on its side is somebody who's kind of questioning whether or not they want to go through with something, because the King of Wands is typically pretty brave. It's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. You've got the Empress, which is Virgo. You get the Hierophant, which is Taurus. Very good there. Yeah, so this King of Wands energy on its side is somebody who thought that they knew what they wanted, and now they're kind of like, you know, I'm not sure that's really the thing for me. I'm not sure it's going to be what feels right for me or authentic to me. Very good, you. Again, you're smarty pants. Let's use this traditional Rider-Waite and clarify just a little bit further for you. I got the Hierophant out again, of course. So that is, again, the card of Taurus. And it comes out in the reverse again. And so it's like somebody who says, you know, I just don't want to honor this commitment anymore. It doesn't feel right to me. I don't want to do it anymore. Okay. You want something else. You want something new. Page of Pentacles, good job. You want to invest in something different and a different part of yourself. The Page of Pentacles says, I want to start over. I want to do over. I want to move. I want to reinvest myself in some way. I'm ready to get out of here. And I just don't see myself here anymore. I don't see myself this way anymore. I don't see myself with this person anymore. I'm not getting anything out of an investment or something like that. And just says, you know, I'm just kind of done and over it. Good job, you. Let's see. And I've got the Temperance card that comes out on its side. That's the card of Sagittarius, but it's a card of rebalancing. It's a card of restructuring. Whenever I think of the Temperance card, I think about habits and routines. I think about self-care, like true self-care, like cleaning up aspects of your lives that have allowed themselves to just not be authentic to you in some way, not authentic to your true highest self, right? And they can be hard changes to make, but with that, it goes on top of that Empress in reverse. which indicates someone who really has to make a change because they feel like when they look in the mirror, they're not seeing the reflection they want to see in some way. They're, again, not feeling like it's authentic to them in some way. And that Temperance card suggests it's time to make a major change, and it's time to start kind of living some of the dreams that you've put on hold for whatever reason. And to make space for that, it looks like having to let go of a previously made commitment that you're just not that jazzed about anymore. Okay, all right. I got the Ace of Swords. I think this is the week that you finally start to speak your mind about it. Very similar to this Queen of Swords energy and this Ace of Swords. It's going to be a very honest feeling that you're able to communicate, and it's going to come out, it's going to come across the right way. You're going to have the right words. You find the solution to it for sure. Very good, Capricorn. It feels like you're able to just, I don't know, put pen to paper or fingers to keyboards, right? Thumbs to keyboards, I guess. Whatever way you are communicating these days in order to kind of restore balance to yourself, to this situation. It feels like you've been hanging on for a little too long, perhaps, in something that, again, just isn't, it's just no longer feeling authentic to you or right to you. So I think you're reinvesting in yourself and you're ready to start over in some way. And it seems like you're ready to start over in a big way because this was a pretty major commitment for you to have that Hierophant card out there twice. It was something that you had wholly committed yourself to for a while, and now you just feel like it's time to move on. Good job, you. That was your reading for this week, and I will see you next week. Thanks for letting me read for you, Capricorn. Next up, we have Virgo, and I am going to use the Star Power Tarot for Virgo and see what we have going on. Death in reverse. Alrighty. Could be a couple of different things. Death is the card of Scorpio, but it's also, we've got the Eight of Pentacles crossing it. Death in reverse can be kind of an energy of somebody coming back around. It can be just when you thought it was gone forever. There it comes back. There they come back, whatever that is. It can be like a resurrection kind of feeling, or it can just be something that you're just trying to let go of and it just won't die kind of thing. It just won't end, it would seem. This Eight of Pentacles indicates having done a lot of hard work on the situation. And kind of being in a tangle of it in some way too. Yeah. I don't know what this is about. Let's find out. It kind of, you could just be contemplating ending something. Could be related to work, could be, I got that Devil in reverse. Heck, yeah. So the Devil is the card of Capricorn, but it really, whenever we have the Devil in reverse, this is somebody who's like, I can't do it anymore. I'm seeing somebody who's like very overworked in some way, possibly. It could be that you're just like putting in too many hours. It could be that this is asked of you on a routine basis and you're just not seeing the results that you need in order to compensate the energy for the energy expenditure. This could be in a romantic relationship where you just feel like you're giving, and you're just not getting the things that you need in some way. Oh boy. I've got the Three of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Cups. Alrighty. Here's the thing though. You're saying like, well, if I end this thing, like what's going to come next? Because the Three of Wands, whenever it comes out on its side, kind of feels like I'm just not sure where I would be headed if I were to do that. I'm not really sure what would happen if that were to happen. The Queen of Cups, whenever she comes out on her side, she's really kind of still kind of feeling emotional about the situation and kind of starting to have trouble managing her emotions about the situation. Again, you could be very overworked. You could be overtired. You could need more rest. You could be burning the candle at both ends because of something that you know you're going to have to just end it in some way, but it's keeping you up at night in some way. I got the Nine of Wands in reverse. This is somebody who wished they'd maybe said no to some previous commitments. This is somebody who wishes that they'd maybe put up boundaries sooner. The Nine of Wands can be somebody who well, it's always called the wounded warrior, you know, but it's somebody who wishes that they had maybe not let people in so quickly or just allowed so much of their energy to be taken by a situation. Very good. I have the Tower card, and then I have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, one more out with this one. Hold on. The Tower kind of indicates sort of a major situation. It can usually feel like it comes out of nowhere. It can kind of spark some kind of major change in direction, but it's never typically easy to deal with. Oh, stinky. I got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. It's just kind of an energy. It's like Tower card is that feeling of just it can kind of feel catastrophic, or like somebody's kind of pulled the rug out from under you or something like that. That Tower energy, and I don't want you to be nervous or scared of it at all, I'm sure, but the Wheel of Fortune in reverse kind of indicates feeling like bad timing, bad karma. It's kind of like a this sucks overall sort of situation. The Ace of Pentacles, whenever it's in the reverse, is somebody who says, you know what, again, I just don't feel like I can invest in this anymore. I'm spent. I'm just... like, I'm not seeing any kind of growth here, is what that says. All righty. Enough with that, right? I hear ya. Like, my arms feel tired for you. I don't know what it is that you're up to. Let's see, Virgo. Ten of Cups in reverse. Darn it all. Ten of Cups in reverse, it can be... I don't like to say it, but it can be an ending of a major relationship in your life for some reason. It can be the ending of a marriage, or a really hard time in a family dynamic, a fallout in a family dynamic, or something like that. It could just be that you're exhausted from a fairly toxic relationship in some way. I'm not sure. I just get the energy of being completely overworked. And with the Death card on its side, it often does indicate like repeating patterns and situations, because it's kind of, again, I said it sort of feels like a resurrection sort of energy, but not always necessarily in the best of way. You know, it's kind of like zombie-fied, really. It's not so great. And I have the Emperor on top of that. This can be in a workplace too. And I have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So the Emperor can indicate a superior at work. You may be a superior at work and just be like, I have too many people to manage. This isn't working for me. It's too much for me. This can be in a home dynamic where you're being asked to carry too heavy of a load in some way. And it seems to be something that's gone on for a very long time. In a family dynamic, perhaps you've been asked to support something that feels like it's too much for you, maybe, whether that's financial or not. With the Queen of Pentacles in reverse is someone who's not really fully able to grow. There's an energy, a lack of nurturing, whether it's financial or support, energy, emotional support in some way. And I think there's something that comes to a head where you have this Tower moment and you recognize that the only way it will change is if you actually assert the change, because of this Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And the Wheel of Fortune, it really... I always look at it kind of like a hamster wheel, because it's a wheel, right? And sometimes it's up to us to turn it in the upright direction whenever it's in the reverse. And sometimes it's just a timing issue and we have to wait for things to work themselves out. But I just look at how tired and fatigued you are, and I know that sometimes we have to take care of ourselves even when it's not the easiest thing to do. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles, which is about reestablishing stability in some way. It kind of feels like what you have to do in this situation is to be honest with the people around you and say, look, I'm wiped out, I'm beat, I can't do anymore, I can't give anymore, I feel like I'm being drained and overworked, and I feel like this is getting to be kind of a toxic situation, and I'm either going to have help, or I'm going to have to move on from this. And although there's an energy of not really being sure of what may be coming next, it feels like you see more stability away from this situation at this time. And so it's kind of just up to you what decision you want to make. Again, it feels like your energy is coming through as this Emperor energy, which is someone who, it's the card of Aries, incidentally. But it's someone who really takes charge of their own lives, of their own environment. And when you see that you're being depleted in this way, you understand that you have a responsibility to yourself to keep yourself safe and healthy, and to look out for your own best interest, especially if you're starting to, be so worn down, So good job you figuring that one out, right? So if that comes up this week, you won't be surprised at all, right? And you'll be able to share how you're feeling about that, I'm hoping. Thank you so much for letting me read for you, Virgo. Next up, we have Aquarius. I am going to use this Tarot of Dreams for Aquarius. See what we have going on for you guys. Oh, too many. Hang on. Temperance on its side. Good job, you. This is somebody who's trying very hard to reestablish some new healthy routines in their lives. This is somebody who is trying to do a lot more work on balancing themselves, whether it's physical activity, whether it's through their diet or just through their daily habits, or managing work and home life kind of stresses in a more positive and healthy way. This is somebody who's trying to implement new things in their lives to rebalance them. Good job, you. Very good, Aquarius. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. This is somebody who wants stability in their lives. They want to, possibly they want to buy a new home, but also that's what the Ten of Pentacles can be sometimes. It can also be creating a family or something like that. It can be a windfall of money. It feels like when it comes out on its side, though, it really is something that you are trying to do. It's like Ten of Pentacles can relate directly to wealth and to our root chakra. It can directly be a result of wanting to put down roots somewhere, something that's in a place where there can be growth, where you can see growth happening for yourself. Good job. I'm hearing managing wealth. I have the Seven of Swords in reverse. What's that about? Hold on. Let's use this Tarot of Wonderland. Seven of Swords in reverse is somebody who wants to start telling the truth about who they are all of a sudden. Seven of Swords, kind of a shady character, right? But he's kind of known as like the lying liar who lies, right? Great. And nobody really likes this guy to show up, but there's a lot of reasons why people fabricate the truth, why they exaggerate the truth, why they have a hard time accepting truths, you know, all of those things that come with being deceitful in some way or another. And whenever we have it in the reverse, this is somebody who kind of wants to start sharing more of themselves honestly. Very good, you. If that's you, or if that's someone even near you, good job. That's okay. I have this, it's got the Strength in reverse and the Seven of Wands. What? So the Seven of, the Strength card, which is the card of Leo. Whenever we have it in the reverse, this is somebody who feels like they're going to fail in some way, or they feel like they're nervous to be honest about something. I have the Seven of Wands that comes out with that. This is somebody who doesn't want to fight with somebody about something. Could be some hard truths that you need to tell someone, or someone needs to tell you. It feels like that you're coming from a place of wanting to establish new health in your life, emotional health, physical health in your life, and you want to be in some place that's very solid and stable and grounded, some place where you're going to see yourself growing for a long time. Could be wanting to relocate to some place where you're not going to have to leave again for a long time. It's like but there is an energy of maybe not have always been have been telling the truth. I have the Six of Pentacles right there. I have the Emperor card. Very good. So the Six of Pentacles is someone who feels like they have enough to offer to another person. And I'm wondering if there's someone near you, or perhaps you yourself, who hasn't always been giving as much as you know you should be, or they to you. And it's directly relating to this Seven of Swords over here. And this Emperor is someone who wants to take control of the situation. They want to fix it all, and they want to create some kind of stability and some kind of empire. Interesting. I gotta get more about this. Hold on, let me get another deck. Cool. Yeah, let's keep on with this one. What is this? Sphinx. Got the Two of Pentacles. This is somebody who's checking their budget. They're like, can I afford this? Can I do this? Is this the right situation? Can I afford to give as much as I want to? Can I... I've got the Moon card on top of that Seven of Swords. There is somebody here who's nervous about secrets. They're nervous about not having told the truth about something. With that Moon card, that's the card of Cancer. That's interesting. Very like intriguing, right? And I have the Devil card out with that. Golly geez. I don't know if this is like addictions. I don't know if this is, because the Devil can indicate addictions. It can indicate any kind of toxicity. It can indicate gambling issues. It can indicate just all sorts of things. things that we view as toxic within ourselves or other people. This person may feel like they would love to tell you some of these things, or you may be the person who feels like you'd love to tell someone these things. And there feels like an energy of wanting to change this dynamic, change an energy of dishonesty between you and maybe another person. I don't know, kind of deep, right? And this obviously won't apply to everyone, but this may be your situation at some point this week. And just take the energies as they resonate. It may not be your specific situation, but there may be some energies like this kind of residing up in your mind somehow this week. There's an energy of wanting to make a lot of change here, and there's an energy of wanting to put down roots and grow with another person, but there's possibly been some dishonesty, maybe about money or something like that. Give me this Deviant Moon Tarot here. It could be... but there's kind of not wanting to fight about anything, and I may think maybe that's why we haven't been talking about it, why there's been dishonesty here. There's an energy of someone who's afraid that someone may walk away from them if somebody tells them the truth. What? That's not good. That's not good. That's called not a healthy relationship, I think. Just saying. I've got the Two of Cups here. That's a soulmate relationship, and it comes out in the upright position. So, okay. Okay. So I feel like this is a really great relationship that you're in, whatever this situation is. And so I ask you to trust in it if it really is this good of a partnership. And this can be, it feels like a love relationship, I have to be honest. But this could be in work as well, or it could be in a friendship as well. But the Two of Cups, it should be said, is one of the soulmate cards in the deck. I do believe that, and most readers do. So if it's such a soulmate relationship, then you're going to have to tell each other the truth about things and accept that this person, give this person the opportunity to say, yes, I accept that, or no, I don't. This Nine of Wands in the reverse is the Wounded Warrior card. In the reverse, this is someone who wishes that they maybe had put up boundaries sooner, or wishes that they, like, it's time to let go of some of these boundaries, more likely, probably. But holy smokes, what's this devil about here? Queen of Wands in reverse. Wands and the Five of Wands. I don't know. It feels like somebody's really beating themselves up over something. The Queen of Wands in reverse. It can be sexual promiscuity. It can be an energy of infidelity. It can be, Queen of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This Eight of Wands is somebody who wants to talk about it. They want to send, like, they want to talk about it. That's like messaging in some way. This could be driving you mad. This could be driving them mad. I'm not really sure. But again, the point of the story is that if it's a soulmate relationship, then you have to be comfortable telling each other things, even the hard truths, right? So I'm asking you to just trust in the situation and be honest if this is you, or listen to them if they come to you with something that's a little bit disturbing in some way for you, because that is what is kind of being asked of you here. And then give them, or they give you an opportunity to say if that's something that's going to work for them or not. I mean, and that's just the freedom of loving someone, right? Being able to say, okay, I respect that, and I love you, and I wish you the best because I love you, Alrighty, good words for you. Thank you very much for letting me read for you. Next up, we have Gemini. Alrighty, yeah, I'll keep on with this Tarot of Dreams for Gemini since I have it in my hands here, right? All right, Gemini. All right, I got the Five of Wands for you, or no, I don't. I have the Seven of Wands for you guys. Sorry, these cards, sometimes I have a hard time reading them because I'm old. And then I have the Sun in reverse. So this is somebody who feels like, kind of tired of fighting, it feels like. And the Sun in reverse is someone who just doesn't see like a lot of hope for healing in this situation. Interesting. Not. All right, what's going on here, Gemini? I got the Six of Wands, very good. And I got the Nine of Cups. So this is somebody who says, well, geez, I don't know why we have the Sun in reverse right there. Hold on, let me get another deck because that is kind of a mystery. That's the one that's throwing the whole shebang off here, because this Seven of Wands is having a lot of people approaching you all at once. It feels like it can be an energy of having to just fight them off with a stick, or it can be an energy of just not wanting to fight anymore. Most of these cards are pretty positive, or the bottom two are. The top two are not. They're very womp womp. But the Sun in reverse, it's a card of Leo, and it kind of feels like feeling like there's no hope, like there's there's no hope for healing in some way. But this Six of Wands indicates some kind of victory, some kind of win, you know. Maybe it is just that you have to work so very hard for all of the wins. But it feels like this week I've got this Nine of Cups, which is a lot of wish fulfillment coming towards you. So I don't know, a Gemini, what you got going on here. Tell me what this Seven of Wands is about here. The Strength in reverse. It's just like feeling like you just don't want to fight any longer. Good grief. It feels like you just can't do it anymore, because the thing about the Seven of Wands is no matter what, even if he does have a superior position, the point is that he's still having to fight with people about it. And it's getting annoying. It's getting overwhelming. And with the Strength in reverse, it's an energy of like, man, I just cannot even conquer this. Like there is no hope. There is no hope or future in this situation is what the Sun in reverse kind of says there. Alrighty, and why is the Sun in reverse? You got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. It's like you see that there's just not ever going to be any change here. With the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, you're like, you know what? I give up. That's it. Ten of Pentacles in reverse can be, it can feel like something that's just falling apart. It can be a business that's crumbling. It can feel like a home that's falling apart in some way. Or it can just feel like, this doesn't even have to be a situation in your life. You could just be feeling this way at some point, okay, Gemini, this week. And it can be kind of, the Sun in reverse can be a feeling of depression, if I'm being honest. Ten of Pentacles in reverse, it can feel like feelings of hopelessness in some way, and it might be one of those energies that kind of passes, you know. And I don't know, sometimes that happens. You know, if you just get kind of down, you get maybe seasonal depression or something like that, or it could be a need for more rest in some way as well. If you're just feeling a little bit under the weather this week, but it can also be just kind of throwing in the towel in a situation and almost feeling celebratory about it in a way with this Six of Wands and with this Nine of Cups. Almost like, before I say any more, let me get more cards here. Four of Cups, it's like, man, it's just, I don't want to deal with it anymore. I'm not interested in even putting my energy into that direction anymore. And it's almost like it frees you up and releases you in some way. Like, well, I'm just not going to even deal with it. I'm not going to feel that way anymore. I'm not even going to fuss about it anymore. And it almost leads you into this kind of like, celebrate. Yeah, I love it. And the Ace of Pentacles, this is somebody who may have a brand new fresh start somewhere else. This Ace of Pentacles is someone who's possibly questioning putting something into another place, investing somewhere else, investing themselves somewhere else. I got the Temperance in reverse. This is an acknowledgement that things have been really off balance for you for a while. Okay, Gemini, Temperance in reverse is someone who understands we are never going to be on the same page. This is never going to get any better. And guess what? Understanding that helps me to move on emotionally, mentally, physically, whatever that takes. And it feels like you kind of figure it out this week, Gemini. This Temperance in this is the card of Sagittarius, but Temperance in reverse, it's sort of like it's a need for balance. It's a need for healing in the same way that this Sun in reverse is. But it's specific to this Star Power Tarot. It's like two people who are never going to be of the same mind. They're never going to be on the same page. It's just not going to work. It's not going to happen. And there's this energy of like, you know what? Cool. All right. I get it. It's like a big heaving sigh of relief. And I have the Three of Cups here, which is a card of reconciliation. It's a card of celebration. It's friends coming back together, family coming back together, loved ones coming back together. Whenever it's in the upright position, it can be kind of it's quite a celebration, almost like a party, and almost like an I quit my job party or something like that. I don't know. That's kind of what it feels like. It's definitely, it feels like you making this choice, and this, it's like a mental choice of you no longer giving your energy to a certain situation. And even though the situation may just keep on keeping on, and you may even have to be near the situation, it's kind of like I see what it is, and I'm just not going to engage in it anymore. And it releases some kind of major emotion in you that just is like a good time feeling, which is good, because this Sun in reverse is really something that needs to be looked at. The Sun in reverse indicates that you are depleted, and you are depleted from this situation, whether it's physically, emotionally, mentally, whatever. It's kind of all there, right? So it's your indication to just go ahead and let it go, right? Very good. Good words. Wise words. Good job, Gemini. Good reading. All right, Libra. Leo, you are next, and I'm going to use this star power for you guys too. Three of Cups in reverse. Oh my gosh, I'm putting it back in. If it's supposed to come back out, it will. Let's look here. Or I'll switch decks if I have to. There we go. Four of Wands. Very good. Leo, Four of Wands in the upright position. This is a card of marriage. This is the Twin Flame 1111 Awakening card if you follow that journey. It's also... it's putting down roots somewhere. It's stability. It's looking at the four walls of your home. It's looking at your physical body, looking and seeing like how you're doing personally and how that's radiating out into your environment. It's very good. All good vibes. All the good things for you, Leo. I love it. This is somebody who's starting to see things from a different perspective, from a higher perspective. My goodness. We could have a lot of meditation for you this week. We could have a lot of milestones for you as far as your spiritual development, spiritual awakening. I'm seeing, wow, someone who may be having a lot of spirit guide interaction this week. This is someone who may be getting a lot of downloads, psychic downloads. I'm seeing a lot of third eye chakra development and a lot of crown chakra development, big time. That's crazy. That's fantastic. There's just an awful lot of growth happening for you spiritually this week. Very good. You may be seeing 222. Very good. I have the Page of Swords right here. This is someone who's questioning, reaching out to someone, sending a message to someone. This is someone who is either watching you from a distance, you're watching them from a distance. This is someone who wants to send you a message of some sort. And I have the Wheel of Fortune out on his side, but goodness gracious, Leo, I don't know if this is you or somebody else around you, but there's this energy of timing. It can be karma. This can be divine timing. And whenever it comes out on its side, next to this Page of Swords on its side, right under this Four of Wands, it kind of feels like you're in the driver's seat of this situation and you're just not sure if this is the right time. You don't know if this is the right time to reach out, or this could be somebody who's watching you from a distance with that Page of Swords. The Page of Swords nowadays kind of indicates online stalking whenever it's in the reverse situation. And I don't mean for that to sound sinister, because nowadays there's so much social media and so many people have all their information on social media and people just like watch that stuff and like, you know, so always be careful of what you put out there. But in any case, people are always doing things like this, it would seem, and kind of checking in on you, not in a bad way. Yeah. So this Wheel of Fortune, though, is somebody who's trying to decide, is now the right time. This Ten of Wands is something that's become quite burdensome to them to not have spoken to you for some time. Interesting. Ten of Wands is somebody who says, I can't stand it anymore. I have to do something about this because it's driving me crazy. I'm having bad dreams, or I'm being kept up at night, or I'm getting a headache all of a sudden, you know. This Knight of Swords in reverse, though, is somebody who feels like they maybe had cut things off too quickly, or said the wrong thing, did it the wrong way, said it the wrong way, something like that in previous times. Maybe now they're afraid to approach you, or you're afraid to approach them. I got my cringy face on for you, like my, ooh, I'm nervous face. All right, let us get a different deck and we will clarify. I'm going to use this Hush Tarot for you guys. Alrighty, tell me about this Four of Wands situation here. I got the Five of Swords. This is somebody who's very much afraid of speaking their mind because they're afraid of damage they may do. They're afraid of what other people may say, or they're afraid of what they say affecting someone. Okay. They're afraid that their words could do damage. Interesting. And I have the Hermit out. This is somebody who's really going within. Wow. Again, this is an energy of like a lot of higher power involvement here with that Hermit energy and that Four of Wands right there. It really just does indicate like a divine timing issue with this Wheel of Fortune. I don't even know what we're talking about here. Come here. Let's see. Like the Tower, interesting. There's going to be some kind of moment, if this is your story or this is an energy that's kind of feeling present in your life, of just wanting to reach out and talk to somebody, not really sure what to say, or if this feels like somebody who may be thinking this about you, and you would kind of know who they would be probably in your mind if this was in fact your reading. This Tower energy is somebody who, and especially when it's on top of this Ten of Wands, this is somebody who feels like they should have done something about this a long time ago. They should have fixed this a long time ago. They're coming to this conclusion that, you know what, it is not going to hurt for me to reach out and make an apology or to say what I need to say to this person, because it's starting to eat at them. It's starting to disrupt their physical self, like maybe having a hard time resting, maybe feeling a lot of anxiety about this in some way. This person has gone within, they've prayed a lot about this situation, and they've reached out to like a higher power, to their higher self. What did I say? There's like a lot of spirit guide involvement here in this story in some way. Very good, Leo. And it feels like it's just an energy of saying, you know what, we should have cleaned this up a long time ago. And here's the World card that comes out with it. And that's an energy of saying, you know what, it's time to turn the page on this entire part of our lives. It could have been 7 years ago, 9 years ago, 20 years ago, who knows what. But it's time to wrap it up. It's time to fix it. And I have the Sun card, which is you, the card of Leo. Very good. And this is somebody who says, you know what, I know who I am. I know what it is that I want for my life. And I know how I feel about myself. And I know that I want to be honest with someone. I want to be good to someone. And I want, oh my gosh, so sweet. I have the Six of Wands. This is somebody who feels like they want to come home to someone. They want to be at home with someone, if that makes sense. Anything else you want to say about this? This is someone for whom you would feel like home, or they feel like home to you. And there's an energy of wanting to clean up a mess that was made some time ago. But the Six of, the Six of Swords in the reverse is somebody who possibly says, I never should have left when I did. Or this is someone who says, I don't know how to move forward. And I think you do know the way forward. I think the only way forward is to reach out and contact this person. Otherwise, you're just going to be sitting in the same stagnant spot with all these piranhas, crowding around you, right, under the boat. Let's not sit there. It just doesn't feel comfortable, especially not with this Ten of Wands at the same time, which is just like an energy of way too much to handle. And so I think that you or this other person, whichever side you're on here, is going to have to reach out and communicate. Otherwise, we're just going to keep sitting with the same piranhas all day in and day out. All right, that was your reading for the week, Leo. I appreciate you letting me read your cards for you. And next up we have Pisces, first of our water signs. Let me get a quick drink of water. I have a tiny bit of bottled water. All right. What I said, Pisces, very good. We're going to use this Tarot of Wonderland for Pisces. See what we have. Too many, but that is you. I'm going to put the others back in. I got the Hangman out. That's you, totally showing up. Good job. Hangman is somebody who's waiting to make a decision about what they want to do next. The Hangman is somebody who's waiting for inspiration. They're waiting for the right time. Such a cutie. I love it. They're just going to wait and see how it goes. I got the Ten of Swords. This is somebody who's experienced an ending of some sort. Ten of Swords can be, it's an ending in a three-dimensional way. This can be the end of a relationship, the ending of a job. This can be an ending of a contract. Ten of Swords is someone who tried over and over and over again in a situation or a relationship. They kind of knew it was done before it even began, really, but they continued on and they continued on with it until it was very clear that it was over. Very good job. And now we have an energy of just kind of hanging around, waiting to see what to do next, or waiting to see how a situation is going to unfold in some way. I have the Six of Pentacles. This is somebody who wants more for themselves than what they've had in the past. This is somebody who wants a more reciprocal relationship, reciprocal situation, whether this is in work or in love. If it's in work related to your career, it's an energy of knowing that you're worth more than what you had been getting previously, and waiting to see what's going to happen with some kind of new offer, or waiting to see what's going to happen in some kind of situation. I have the Ace of Swords in reverse. Darn it all. This is somebody who needs to send a message, but they're not sure how to send it or how to say it. It's possible that you haven't made this. Well, I feel like with this Ten of Swords coming out as your second card, it's an ending that's already happened. And there's kind of, all right, hold on just a second. Let me get another deck. I want to use this traditional Rider-Waite for it. What is What are we waiting around here for? And what's this Ten of Swords? First, what are we waiting for with this Hanged Man? Temperance. That's part of Sagittarius. Very good. You're kind of waiting for things to balance out. Oh, I see. So Temperance is a really interesting card. I talk about it being a card of self-balance, self-discipline, and inner child healing, that kind of stuff. It's like real true self-care, you know, like really getting down to brass tacks with habits and routines in your life, however they look in your life, and really addressing toxicities and making positive changes on one hand. It's also an energy of pulling things from the fifth dimension down into the third dimension, which is kind of a far out concept. It's kind of the concept of manifestation. It's kind of a concept of let's wait and see how this is going to go if I allow a higher power to kind of direct this situation in some way. There's kind of an energy of being in a place where you've just ended something and it was rather challenging, perhaps. And there's this understanding that you deserve an awful lot more than what you were given. I don't know if this is... And it's kind of an energy of I'm not sure what's going to happen. I'm trying to trust in a higher power in some way. I have the Queen of Cups, which is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, feminine. Good job. Doesn't have to be, but does relate to your sign. And this is someone who is very much in control of their heart and in their emotions. There's an energy of reconciliation that comes out with that Three of Cups. It really does feel like, I'll be honest with you, Pisces, it really does feel like letting go of this one thing and taking more of a balanced approach in your life whenever it comes to any kind of relationship that comes towards you, with that Six of Pentacles, which is kind of like an I demand equal kind of reciprocity in all of my relationships now, for some reason, whether this is, again, career, love, whatever, or family. There's this energy of I know what I deserve, and I know who my heart belongs to. I know who I belong to, and I am going to have to break the news to someone. There's a message that is you're concerned about having to send to someone. But there's this energy of freeing up a lot of space in your life for things that are much healthier and much more balanced for you. There's an energy of reconciliation that comes from this ending, which is interesting. Let's see here. Tell me just a tiny bit more about this Three of Cups situation. That is just way too many. I'll take that one. Ten of Cups in reverse. It comes from some kind of ending. Ten of Cups in reverse. I mean, that's no joke. That's a major emotional fallout. That's like a lot of tears cried. That's we got the Ten of Swords. We got the Ten of Cups here. Two tens, right? Cycles of completion come with those tens. This is somebody who's cried an awful lot of tears about a situation. They don't want to accept it anymore, and it's a very healthy upset, if that makes sense. You understand? It's a lot of tears that are cried for a good reason, and it feels like because you've cried them, there's an understanding now that greater things are meant for you. I have this Knight of Wands, which is, again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, but it's an energy of wanting to go in a completely different direction and understanding now that you're just worth ever so much more, and it's kind of like off to the races. You may have a lot of people looking at you now, wanting to invest in you in some way, wanting to, there's an energy of you being highly attractive. There's an energy of you going after what it is that you want, and there's a new energy of self-confidence, because the Knight of Wands is nothing if not 100% self-confident. Good job, you. I love it. And obviously very good looking. Alrighty, and I have the Hermit card that comes out with that. This is somebody who's spending a lot of time in prayer, in deep meditation. There's a lot of healing happening here. This is, again, someone who's giving a lot of their feelings to the support of a higher power, asking for support from a higher power, asking for guidance, and asking for, and truly submitting to the will of a higher power. Good job, you. Very good. And I have the Seven of Pentacles. Here's the dealio, though. Very similar to that Hanged Man energy. This is somebody who hasn't completely dislodged themselves from a situation. There's the intention of moving on from something that's caused a lot of pain. And it does feel like the ending has happened, but we still have someone who's waiting to heal from a situation before they allow anyone else in, or they're waiting to understand the situation a little bit more before communicating to other people or with other people or to anyone about this situation. situation. But once you do commit to, you know, expressing how you've been feeling, how you've been doing to other people, what's been going on in your life, the floodgates open with all the people who are just so very attracted to your energy this month, okay? Very good job, Pisces. You will take it in turning. I'm sure that you're spending a lot of time focusing on healing whatever this was in your life, and good job, you. I will catch up with you guys next week. Thanks for letting me read for you. Next up, we have Cancer. I'm going to go ahead and go with this Tarot of Wonderland for Cancer. Let's see what we have going on. The Two of Swords in reverse. This is somebody who says, I can't make a decision. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know which way I'm going to go. I don't know where I'm supposed to head. It's kind of feeling panicky. It's feeling like somebody who's having to make decisions on their own without a lot of support from other people. Ace of Swords. Yeah. This is somebody who may be feeling a little bit alone right now. I'm feeling like there's a lot of chaos swirling around them, and they're just feeling like I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. I don't know how to deal with all of this. I have the Strength card that comes out with it. That's the card of Leo. This is somebody who's been asked to be very strong amidst a lot of tumultuous life, basically. This is somebody who hasn't always had a lot of guidance. I have the King of Cups in reverse, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy there. King of Cups in reverse is somebody who doesn't, it's like they could cry so many tears and never get to the bottom of it, you know. It could go on and on forever. This is like a lot of emotional feelings, issues. This is like so stormy, you know, such a stormy sea, especially in the reverse. It's somebody who's having trouble managing their emotions, managing the amount of tears they're crying on a daily basis, or their feelings. And the King of Cups, no matter if the King of Cups is in the upright or in the reverse, they are individuals who are not good at expressing their emotions at all, or it's not that they're not good at it. It's possible that they just I don't know, it's maybe that they judge themselves for their emotions or something, and so they're worried that other people will them as well. I don't know what it is that keeps the King of Cups from really feeling like they can express themselves wholly, but it just seems that the energy of them is that they don't. If that's your energy, I understand that you've been through an awful lot here, and there have been a lot of times that you wished you'd had more guidance as to how you could make better choices for yourself, or you wish that you had just maybe had some more support along the way. And there's an energy of feeling like there's a lot going on around you, to the point you're starting to have to procrastinate things because you just don't feel like you can do it all. I have the Chariot in reverse, which is somebody who feels like they can't get ahead, they can't move forward, and the Sun card that comes out crossing that. So the Chariot card is the card of Cancer, and whenever we have it in the reverse, this is you not feeling like yourself at all, not feeling like you are where you want to be, not feeling like you are who you want to be right now. There's just an energy of a lot of like very chaotic, stormy emotions. And I don't know if that's just this week. I don't know if that was last week for you, but we have the Sun card that comes out with it, which is the card of Leo. And this is really the best part here, is we have a lot of healing that comes from something happening this week. And there's the potential for even further healing in some way. And I don't really know what that means for you. Let me get another deck. I think I will use this Chicoli deck. Maybe I will. There we go. It's clumsy. I got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This is someone who may be suffering a little bit financially right now. This is somebody who maybe feels like they've had a loss of their support structure in their life. And so they don't, again, they feel like they're missing really influential guidance or support from someone. I don't know. It could be a loss of family. It can be a loss of a loved one in some way. Feeling like you wish that you had someone to just help you navigate life a little bit more easily. I have the the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. This is someone who feels, oh man, geez, you guys are hard on yourselves, Cancer. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse is somebody who's kind of wishing that they'd made different choices in their lives and really maybe experiencing some fallout from that. I don't know if this is your energy or if this is somebody who's going to be in your immediate sphere of energy this week or something like that. But this is somebody who's like really, I don't, just experiencing a lot of emotion and regret in some way. I have the Nine of Pentacles. There's an energy of feeling like you can pull yourself out of it, though. Whenever it comes out on across this Sun card, this Nine of Pentacles is someone who's highly independent. They're highly unique. There's someone who is very wise. It's the minor arcana version of the Empress, right? This is somebody who runs their own business. They run their own show. They could be a single parent. They could be someone who has a lot of responsibility on their shoulders, but there is only one of them and everybody knows it. They're very special. They're very beautiful. People always are attracted to them. And there's this energy of the sun coming back. I'm feeling like warmth on my face all of a sudden. Very good. I have the Hierophant that comes out in reverse. That's the card of Taurus. I'm hearing somebody say it's really just been a bad month. This Hierophant, whenever it comes out in the reverse, is somebody who says, I don't want to do things the same way anymore. I don't want to commit to the same people, to the same things that I always have in the past. I'm really struggling where I am, and so I don't want to keep going in this direction. I need to go in a different direction. Why do we have the Chariot in reverse? The Four of Pentacles in reverse. This is somebody who may feel like they may not have the finances that they need in order to be more successful in some way. And I have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Again, this is somebody who feels like they need to start over. They need to start over at ground zero. It's possible that you may have been forced to do this in some way. I know that the pandemic was very hard on a lot of people and a lot of small businesses. This may have been you and your energy, but this Page of Pentacles is somebody who they have to go in a different direction and they weren't expecting to. And the Seven of Cups, good. Boy, howdy. That Seven of Cups is someone who doesn't even know where to begin to deal with everything that they're feeling right now. They say, I couldn't even possibly begin to deal with all of it. It could be that you need to seek mentorship, assistance in some way. It could be that you need to just talk to someone about how you're feeling. I don't know if you feel comfortable doing that in any way, but there's somebody who says it's like one thing after another. It's a very similar energy to this Eight of Swords, where we have someone who's just struggling to kind of keep up and wishing for more support in their lives. And I wish you to have more support in your lives too. All right, Cancer. So tell me how this Sun card comes out here and how this is facilitated. Alrighty. Well, the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse is someone who has to start getting very honest with themselves about some of the situations in their lives, because while it feels like it's somewhat out of control with this Tower card that comes out with it, because these are the cards that came out together, and then the Four of Swords. Because they came out together, and the Tower is an energy of a major catastrophic change that happens, right? And this Queen of Pentacles is someone who's kind of, it's a force to be reckoned with, this event that happens. It's something that says, now it's time to establish our foundations. Now it's time to kind of grow up and look at where we need to nurture ourselves, like where we need to do this inner child healing. I mean, honestly, it's kind of a tough week from what I can understand here. And this may have been last week for you. I have to be honest with you, Cancer. It's kind of feeling like something you've been dealing with for a little while. What was I hearing? Somebody was like, it's been a tough May. And it's possible that it's been very challenging for you, possibly financially. Could have been something that's asked you to start all over again. That you could be experiencing a separation from another person with the Four of Swords that came out with that Tower card and that Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse, though, is someone who is kind of forcing themselves to face their own hard truths. And it is kind of like you stepping in and you reparenting yourself in some way. And I feel like there's this energy of you deciding that this is how it's going to be. It's going to be your way or the highway. And I feel like you're talking to yourself here, because I feel like you have been on your own in some way for a long time. And it's kind of been overwhelming. It's been too much for you. It's been stressful for you. And you've been been placed in a place of crossroads where you're saying, man, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do here, and I wish that I had some guidance. And I think you're stepping in this week and being your own inner best guidance, and I think that's pretty impressive. Nicely done, Cancer. That was your reading for this week. Thank you very much for letting me read for you. Next up, we have Scorpio, and I'm going to use this tarot of Azathoth for Scorpio. I have the Hanged Man out for Scorpio. That's the card of Pisces, and this is somebody who's trying to make a decision about what they want to do next. They're just saying, I'm just not sure. It feels like you have a lot of opportunity and a lot of options open to you, Scorpio. I like that, and you're really just kind of waiting. It feels like you're waiting for the best offer, the best situation. It feels like you've had a lot of growth happen over the last few weeks, few months possibly. Three of Wands in reverse is somebody who's not sure where they're headed. This is somebody who says, I'm not sure what's coming down the pipeline, and I'm not sure what to expect. But I think that you have a lot of possibilities coming towards you. I think you should be very proud of yourself. I feel like you've planted a lot of seeds over the last few months. I have the Princess of Swords in reverse, which is basically the Page of Swords in reverse. This could be somebody who's watching from a distance. I'm watching somebody like check their inbox over and over and over again, waiting for a message in some kind of way. I have the Prince of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords that comes out with that. That's crazy. If we've got, could be a family dynamic, could be waiting on communication from a family member. This Prince of Swords, Knight of Swords energy is like somebody who wants to come rushing in with information. It feels like whatever information this is, it could like change the direction of your life, whether it's in a major way, it could be in a small way or something, but it's definitely positive news that you're hoping for and waiting for in some way. Let me get one more out with this deck, actually. The King of Wands. Good job. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This is somebody who knows what they want. They go after what they want. This is this can be an offering. I feel like a lot of fiery energy around this. That's crazy town. No, let's see which one we're gonna use this Deviant Moon Tarot. Why are you what are we waiting on here? It feels like we're waiting on some kind of communication. Queen of Wands, very good. That's also Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. We've got the Mama and the Papa here. These could be two people who are highly attracted to one another. That's interesting. This could be in a family dynamic. You could be waiting on some kind of communication from a family member or something like that. This Queen of Wands energy is someone who's highly attractive to a lot of people. People love to be around the Queen of Wands. That could be your energy. You may have a lot of people looking at you this week, Scorpio. You could have a lot of people interested in engaging your attention, whether it is in love or whether it's in your career or something like that. There could be, what are you waiting for? You could be waiting on a Sagittarian. Let's see here, the Devil card. Interesting. That's the card of Capricorn. Oh. Okay, well, I have to be honest, like I was saying, somebody who's over and over and over again checking their inbox in some kind of way. There could be some kind of obsession, some kind of, the Devil doesn't always have to be a negative situation, but it kind of feels like if we have the Page of Wands, with this Devil card, it can be like obsessively watching someone from a distance. It can be, and this could be your energy, this could be somebody else in your environment, and I certainly don't mean to indicate that you would be like stalking someone or something. I don't think that's the case necessarily, but it does feel like worrying about something. But I have this Four of Wands energy that comes out with that, which is like spiritual awakening card. It's one of the soulmate cards in the deck. It's that Twin Flame 1111 awakening card. It's this energy of stability within yourself. This isn't maybe an energy of wanting to reach out and talk with someone. This may be, you may be feeling like an energy of obsession about some kind of a soulmate energy here that you may be in separation with. There's an energy of waiting on someone, waiting to see what's going to happen here. And I got the Knight of Swords out again. Goodness, this is somebody who has a lot to say to somebody. This is somebody who wants to reach out and speak to someone. Goodness gracious. I don't know where you're headed with this. I don't know if this is your energy or somebody who wants to speak to you, but we've definitely got an energy of obsessively wanting to talk to someone, obsessively possibly watching someone from a distance. This person may believe you're their soulmate. You may be their soulmate, because we do have the Four of Wands in the upright position. And this is somebody who's very attracted to you, because we have the King and the Queen of Wands right next to each other, right? They're a true pair. So I don't know what you got going on over here, Scorpio, but it looks like somebody is waiting. You're waiting to make contact with this person. I don't know. Let's look. Get the Magician in reverse. Okay. So the Magician is the card of Ophiuchus, but whenever we have it in the reverse, this can be somebody who I don't love all the obsessiveness of this. I really don't. I don't know that I love it. The Magician in reverse, he doesn't always have the best intention. He thinks he has the best of intentions, but when it really comes down to it, the Magician in reverse is just somebody who's trying to control things, right? They can exhibit, once again, not a medical doctor here, but they can exhibit narcissistic-like traits, all right? Somebody who puts their own needs above others, and someone who doesn't necessarily think about what other people need in a situation. They're only thinking about what they want in a situation. Alrighty. I don't know, but that could be an energy of someone that may be crossing you this week. I'm not sure. If that is not the case, this would be someone who was really struggling to know how to control a situation, how to maintain their own composure. They're maybe having a hard time knowing how to get things done, knowing how to get the ball rolling in a situation. There's an energy of it being, and I've got the Emperor card out, which is Divine Masculine card. We could be talking about some kind of twin flame dynamic here, because we do have this 1111 card here and this Emperor card out here. And this is just an awful lot of heavy energy here. Waiting around to make contact about this Two of Swords energy. This is trying to get two people on the same page, but I have the Two of Swords in the reverse. This is wanting to get two people together, specific to this deck, this Deviant Moon Tarot. And whenever we have it in the reverse like this, it's kind of an energy of struggle with that, and now trying to exert your own will on it, or this person may be feeling that way about you. There's an energy of obsessiveness and somebody who wants to be in charge and wants to be in control with that Emperor card. This is a card of Aries. It's definitely, I don't know if this is your energy or not. There's definitely a lot of magnetic attraction between these two people with this King and Queen of Wands and this Devil energy here, especially with this Four of Wands right here. And two people who want to communicate, or one person who definitely wants to communicate, but I feel like someone's still watching from a distance here with this Page of Swords in reverse, and with this Three of Wands, there's an energy of really not being sure what's going to happen here and really waiting around to make a decision about how you deal with it. It's very interesting. This Two of Swords is people who still aren't on the same page and their communication, and this Magician card with it is somebody who's not sure how to get it going, and they're starting to question their own motives. Maybe this Emperor, whenever it comes out, is somebody who wants to be in charge of the situation, and they want to exert their authority, not necessarily in a negative or narcissistic way, but someone who maybe just isn't really sure what it is they're supposed to do, how they're supposed to do it, how they're supposed to communicate, what they're supposed to say when they do. I don't know why this person is kind of obsessed with this. It really does feel like someone who's had their eye on you for a long time, possibly almost just completely enamored with you in some way, and they don't know how to tell you in some way. Maybe, I don't know. There's an energy of wanting to communicate and not feeling like they know how to say something, or maybe you're feeling this way. I do not know. We will catch up with you guys next week. Thanks for letting me read for you, Scorpio. Very good. All right, next up we have Ophiuchus. That is our next one up. If you are an Ophiuchus, you would be born between November 29th and December 18th, I believe. And you are neither water or fire, actually, even though you're right between Scorpio and Sagittarius. It's actually ether. Just FYI. All right, Ophiuchus, what do we have for you guys? Thank you. I get the 10 of Wands. Man, you cannot take it anymore. It is too much, whatever it is. One more thing, and it's going to throw you over the edge. It's like, I can't do it anymore. I can't take these people anymore. We can't have this situation anymore. I can't keep up with anymore. I'm beat. I'm exhausted. What is it? Could be physical anxiety. 8 of Pentacles. You've been working too hard. You and somebody else. Somebody else, I think, up in the earth signs got these same cards. Overworked. Oh, boy, howdy. I feel tired for you. It's like multitasker extreme. It's like continual. It's like you may have 5 different jobs in some way, and you just may spend every single minute of your day being completely occupied, and it feels like it's not your choice to do so. It feels like it may be of necessity or just be kind of how you're wired in some way, but you're just saying one more thing and this house is going to burn to the ground. Good grief. I got the 9 of Wands. This is somebody who's really wishing that they had said no to things in their life before they wish that they hadn't committed to things. This is somebody who's questioning those things, saying, man, I need to pull all these irons out of the fire. I have the Strength card. On the other hand, you're saying, no, I can do it. I can do it all on my own. No problem. I'll be fine. Okay. Or it could just be that there's a lot being asked of you right now, and maybe it's really fatiguing, and maybe you've allowed a lot of things into your life because they bring you a lot of joy or something like that, and you're being asked to kind of pony up with the energy to support all of that. But it really does feel like you couldn't carry another single thing, and really one more thing, and it's all going to fall apart. Just tenuous. Very good. Knight of Wands in reverse. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy there. King of Pentacles on top of it. This is somebody who is, I don't know, really not wanting to commit to anything right now. They're really focused on finances. Oh boy, that's just it. King of Pentacles is somebody who's really focused on their money. They're focusing on amassing wealth. They have a dream for themselves. They have like planted a lot of seeds for wealth for their lives. They are really trying to, I'm just hearing like buckle down and just like water this garden, and hopefully it will grow into what I need it to. This Knight of Wands in reverse though is somebody who, well, let me clarify that actually, because that can be a couple of different things. I don't know what I want to use. I guess I'll use this one. I'll use this Tarot of Wonderland. Why is this Knight of Wands here? Because that is a little bit interesting, because it's Aries, Leo, specifically Sagittarius energy right there. So you may be somebody that resonates more with the Sagittarius side. But this Knight of Wands in the reverse, it's kind of known for being non-committal, not kind of a little bit dodgy. They can be promiscuous in love relationships. And I got the Knight of Wands to clarify the Knight of Wands. You're crazy. Love it. Very good job. So the Knight of Wands twice out like that is like, well, it's really hard to clarify the Knight of Wands in reverse with the Knight of Wands in reverse, but let's just go ahead and try one more time. It can be somebody who just has a hard time committing to one thing at a time. It can be somebody, I get the Tower card on top of that. This can be somebody who just runs out of energy. You could run out of steam. You need to watch your health, whoever you are. Listen to me bossing you around, but like try to get more rest. This could be somebody who's burning the candle at both ends. That Knight of Wands is somebody who either overcommits or they undercommit. And it can be in your love life. This can be in your career. This really does feel like your work life. That Tower is something that it could force you to slow down, so do take mind of that. That Tower is something that feels like it kind of comes out of nowhere. You're not really sure what's going to happen, but it does cause a change of direction in your life, and not always in the best of ways. So if you have an opportunity to slow it down, to relax a little bit more, get a little bit more rest, eat right, drink lots of vitamin C juices, things like that, things that are going to keep you healthy and strong. But that Tower energy is something that will slow you down if you don't do it first, okay? And I get the Star card. That's the card of Aquarius that crosses that. There's an energy of understanding that you have a lot of things that are really divinely guided on your path, and now is a time to throw a lot of your energy into promoting growth in your life, and this can be at the spiritual level, this can be at the financial level, this can be in your love life, but there's an understanding that you have a lot of blessings coming towards you very rapidly, and that is why you're being asked to expend so much energy in these directions. Ay. And I have the High Priestess. That's the card of Pisces. There's a card of inner knowing here. That's a card of healing. That's a card of the psychic, the seer, you know, that sort of thing. But it's someone who knows that they have a lot of inner knowing as to what it is they need to do with their lives. And I think you've had a lot of divine guidance as to what you are doing with your life, which is probably why you're working so hard and why you've had so much energy for it. It just kind of feels like you've been burning the candle at both ends, and you're going to have to take a little bit of a break. Otherwise, the break's probably going to be taken for you. But there's a lot of psychic development that's been happening for you. You could be experiencing a lot of downloads, a lot of information about these things that are coming along your path. And here's the thing about the Star card. I always call it Pandora's box, because when you open it, it releases the good, the bad, and the ugly. And in order to get to the good, sometimes we have to do the hard work, the toil and the labor, right? It's like training for a marathon, I would assume. I don't do that, but you do, and you know what that's like. You have to work really, really hard to get the results that you want to see from that, the benefits that you want to see from that. And once you put in that hard work, that's whenever you get to cross that finish line, right? Boom, boom, yeah. All right, that was your reading for the week, Ophiuchus. Thank you very much for letting me read for you. And next up, we have Sagittarius. See what we have going on for you guys. I am going to use this traditional Rider-Waite for you. Three of Wands in reverse for Sagittarius. Hold on, let me make a note of something, guys. I just realized that I switched Leo with Libra, so I'm going to do Libra tonight, second to the last, okay, after Saggy. All right, Sagittarius, though, you got the Three of Wands in reverse, and that is somebody who's not really sure where they're headed yet. They're kind of looking off into the distance, and they don't know what the future looks like for themselves, and that's a little bit nerve-wracking. It's not that you don't have a plan, but you kind of don't have a plan is kind of what I'm hearing. I have the King of Cups crossing you here. And this could be somebody who's crossing you. Actually, this King of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. We may have somebody that has their eye on you in some way. They could be someone who hasn't told you how they're feeling about you then. And I'm not sure that you would be expecting this with the Three of Wands in reverse. That's kind of a pretty clear story. Now I've got the Queen of Swords in reverse. What? Queen of Swords in reverse crossing that. I don't think you're going to know what to think about this person. I'm not sure what you think about this person in general. I don't know if you know this person's even around. Let me use this Tricoli deck really quick and kind of clarify who this King of Cups is and what it is that their intentions are here. Seven of Cups. This person's kind of okay, hold on one second. Swords. Okay, so here's the deal. Whoever this person is, I feel like you've kind of cut them out of your life with this Eight of Swords. This is someone who's either blocked them emotionally. This can be digital blocking. This is somebody who's not talking to you. You're not talking to them. It feels like you're doing it on purpose. There was a reason for it. The Seven of Cups is someone who feels kind of emotionally overwhelmed. They don't know how to deal with some of the choices that they've made in the past, and they're really struggling with the emotions of it. This Queen of Swords in reverse is feeling like some of the things that were said can't be unsaid, can't be kind of undone in some kind of way, can't be unseen, right? In some kind of way. And this person, I feel like this is someone exterior to you who is wanting to come in and talk to you about these things and about how they've been feeling. And I think that you may be quite restricted from one another. And this person, I don't know that this, I don't think you're aware. I think you know who this person is. Hold on. Who is this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio person, or King of Cups person, I should say. That's funny because it's the Queen of Wands, which is Sagittarius, and I have the Ten of Cups. This may have been someone that you had a family with previously. The Queen of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This is somebody who they're very beautiful or very attractive in some way. you are very attracted to them in some way. This could be someone that you had shared a home with, shared a life with, shared a lot of love for in some way with that Ten of Cups energy. It feels like you're quite blocked from one another, or there were some words that were said that just can't be unsaid in some kind of way. It feels kind of like this person would like to come back towards you, but they're not sure how you would take that. How would you? Let's just find out. And it feels like there's an energy of them. I don't know if this is you, because whenever it comes to tarot cards, you're going to have to decide like which role or character you play in this story, if it even applies to you at all. Because these could be your emotions that I'm reading here too. I can't tell. I've got the Star card that crosses that. That's the card of Aquarius. This may be, you may have an Aquarius who's really kind of struggling to communicate their feelings for you in some way. But this, again, is an energy of feeling like what is yours will always be yours. And so you really don't have to sweat it if this is your energy and you're struggling to heal some kind of relationship or come back towards another person. Why is this Eight of Swords here, this kind of restrictive energy here in the first place? Five of Cups. It feels like you tried and tried and tried with this person, or they tried and tried and tried with you. And every time that you got close, it seems like it was just kind of taken away, and it just sort of never got to where it needed to go in some kind of way. Ace of Cups in reverse. There was like a loss of a relationship here in some kind of way. That Ace of Cups can also be a loss of yourself in a relationship. I'm losing my voice all of a sudden. That Ace of Cups can be someone who feels like they lost a lot of themselves in this relationship. That may be you. That may be this other person. And this Lover's card that comes out on the side. This is someone who's having to make a decision about like a finite choice in love. If I choose this one person, then I don't get any of these other choices. If I make those other choices, then I don't get this other one person. This is a person that may not have always told you the truth about things in the past, and there's someone who wants to come in and fix it. Honestly, this is kind of what I see coming down the pipeline for you, or this is something that's heavily on your mind this week, okay, Saggy? This Seven of Swords is someone who does not always tell the truth. He definitely does not always tell the truth. He, she, doesn't matter the gender, right? This is somebody who gets a pretty bad rap for being quite a liar oftentimes. And I always say there's a lot of reason why people don't tell the truth, all right? So no judgment. But it is an energy of deceit or mistrust. You pick whichever one. But this Knight of Swords is someone who wants to come in and they want to clear away any debris that has been left behind that's like clouding this relationship up in any way. They want to come in, they want to fix it. And I got to be honest with you, this Knight of Swords is so highly communicative. They can solve a lot of problems really, really quickly. They can solve a lot of communication issues very quickly, but the trick is to be honest about the situation. The trick is to, there's no trick. The trick is to just be very honest about who you are, what you represent in whatever way. It feels like I had one of these cards flipped over in the deck. I was just noticing as I was putting them away. This Seven of Pentacles is somebody who's waited a long time, like given someone plenty of space, given them plenty of time. That's coming from another side. That's external to you, I believe, Saggy. I think that there's somebody who wants to come back towards you and want to start talking to you. It's probably going to be this week, probably Friday is what I'm hearing. This person is, you're probably going to bump into them, or they're going to send you a direct message or a text message or something like that if they don't call you in the first place. Just kind of wanting to talk, kind of maybe wanting to bury the hatchet, maybe wanting to kind of heal some situation. I don't know if this is a romantic relationship or a friendship or a family dynamic in some kind of way, but that's just kind of how it's sounding in some way. All right, thanks for letting me read for you, Saggy. I'll catch up with you guys next week, and we are going to have Libra next because I screwed up the order. I think I read for Leo instead of Libra. So I'm going to go ahead and read for, do you guys know if I read for Leo or for Libra? Those of you who are watching, I don't know if you do. I'm going to go ahead and read for Libra because I think I made that mistake earlier, but if I did, yes, thumbs up. Thank you guys so much. You are the best. All right. For Libra, I'm going to use this Hush Tarot. Alrighty. Got the Hierophant in reverse. That's somebody who says, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to commit to it. I don't see it. I don't see it working out. And I get the Knight of Pentacles that comes out here. That's crazy. That's good. I like it. It's good because it tells me that you're ready to make a new start in something that's more solid for you. This can be going back to school. This can be somebody who's wanting to do things in a different way. Maybe they see themselves in a different light all of a sudden. This is somebody who wants to release something. They've been working on something in their head for a while. They're trying to disentangle themselves from a situation that they don't want to be committed to any longer, so they can go to something that feels much better, something that feels like there's more freedom. Good job. What's interesting is I have a lot of keys. I have the Emperor in reverse that came out. Hold on just a second. I have a bunch of keys in these pictures here. I don't even know if I'll be able to get it close enough for you to see, but I have these skeleton keys in here and in here as well. And it feels like you are waiting for some kind of freedom. You're waiting to be freed from some kind of contract, from some kind of situation, some kind of major commitment. I have the Emperor in reverse that came out. It could be that you've been kind of treated unfairly in either a love relationship or in a workplace relationship. This could be a superior that is maybe not a great match for you in some way. It could be that you are the one who is the leader of some team and you are needing to release your title in some kind of way because it just doesn't feel right for you anymore. You're tired of all the responsibility, the weight on your shoulders continually. And it's feeling like you kind of want to reinvent yourself in some way here. And I have the Seven of Wands here. You're tired of dealing with other people's drama, other people's situations. You don't want to have to be committed to something that's dragging you down, and you're tired of just like fighting all the time is what I'm hearing. And I have the Two of Wands that comes out here, wanting a different kind of partnership, seeking something different. This could, again, be in a love relationship in some kind of way. Let me get this Chicoli deck and clarify. That Two of Wands is really... it's actually a great card because it really does indicate that you feel like you have a lot to offer to another person, and you'll be attracting someone to you who also has the same amount to offer to another person. Good job, you. But there's an energy of wanting to throw in the towel because you're simply sick of dealing with whatever all this is that you've been dealing with for a while. Let us see. I have the Moon card out here. There's a reason why you don't want to commit to this any longer. There could be some deceptive behaviors going on in this environment. There could be a lot of underlying issues that are simply never dealt with, it seems like. It feels like it's because nobody wants to address them within the environment. Like nobody really wants to do the hard work that it's going to take to make these major changes. Whether this is emotionally, whether this is actually in like the fundamentals of a space, like how it functions on a day-to-day basis. This is somebody who doesn't want to commit to it anymore because they don't see that it's a worthy cause for them anymore. And the Knight of Wands in reverse. This is somebody who wants to pull out. They want to retract themselves from this situation. They want to extract themselves from a situation. Knight of Wands is somebody who says, yeah, I thought I wanted it, but no, I really, really don't. Not interested in committing. Just incidentally, if you are out and about and you're single, do be mindful that this may be an energy that's coming towards you where you have someone that is seeking partnership and they're just not a very committal type of energy coming towards you that could bring a little bit of drama into your life if you allow them to. If this isn't a workplace dynamic, it feels like you're just kind of tired of having to deal with a lot of petty emotions, and you're no longer wanting to honor some kind of contract that's keeping you in a space of toxicity in some way. Queen of Pentacles, this is an energy of that's not nurturing you in any way. You're asking yourself to look at some pretty hard truths, honestly. And it feels like you are holding yourself partially responsible for allowing yourself to stay in this place for as long as you have. And I understand that. Very good job, you being so wise. And it's really, really good when you're listening to tarot card readings to be very honest with yourself as to whether or not the energies even apply to your life. And then also how you can make them function for you, but also to be honest about what characters or roles you may play in these energies, if at all, and where you can make positive changes. And the Queen of Pentacles, whenever she's in the reverse, is very honest with themselves about, she is very honest with themselves about how they got into the position that they're in, because they're very wise. They've been through a lot in their lives, and they understand that while there are always two sides of the story, there are always two sides of the story, right? And that you bring 50% to the table and someone else brings 50% 100% to the table of most relationship dynamics. And I think that you're just really honest with yourself and understanding that this is just not a great fit for you anymore with that Emperor in reverse energy. Whether that's your energy or another person's energy, the Emperor in reverse is someone who can be pretty tyrannical, and you may be seeing aspects of that within yourself that you're just not really enjoying, and you don't like embodying that, and so you don't want to be that person anymore. If this is not you and you're not the one that's kind of like throwing the kind of temper tantrum-y kind of stuff, like having emotional fallout or having a hard time managing emotions and physical feelings, you know, the Emperor in reverse can be somebody external to you, outside of you, who it's just kind of making your life difficult on a daily basis. It's not cool. And the World in reverse, poop. This is somebody who says that extracting themselves from this situation is going to kind of cause a shakeup in their lives. But there's the understanding that if you don't do something about this, it's going to be kind of more of the same. I'm hearing like same shit, different day. Yeah. And it's pretty much going to be a constant battle continually with that Seven of Wands and that Emperor in reverse if there isn't a major change that's made soon. And I feel like you have every intention of making those changes. Good job, you. Anything else you want to say about this? Knight of Pentacles in reverse. All right. Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. In the reverse, it does feel like I wish I'd made different choices sooner, is basically what it says. And I wish that I had a little bit more stability right now. But because I don't, I'm going to go in a different direction. I'm going to look in a different direction. And that's the second time out for that Knight of Pentacles. I knew I'd seen that guy before, but I just couldn't remember what he looked like. There we go. Knight of Pentacles out there twice just says, it's time for me to change direction. I'm not seeing the growth that I need to see here. I'm ready to invest in another direction for myself. Good job, you. You're so smart. You're so smart, and you follow your advice, and I think it's pretty impressive. But Libra, you're kind of known for that, right? Libras are known for being very wise. That's kind of your jam, isn't it? All right, thank you, Libra. I will catch up with you guys next week. And next up, we have Aries, last of our fire signs, and last up for the night. I'm going to use this Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti for you guys. I really appreciate you letting me read for you, and if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can. All that information is around here somewhere, and if you're watching this later on YouTube, that information is in the About section of our channel. Let us see what we have for Aries. We got the Eight of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Wands on top of that. Eight of Wands in reverse is somebody who's delaying communication to this Queen of Wands energy, which is, again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, feminine energy. Doesn't have to be those signs or that gender, but because it is one of your cards, Aries. And we have the Palace of Wands out on top of that. All right, so this Tarot of Dreams is, it's a traditional tarot deck which has 78 cards in it, but it also has an additional 6 cards that are a little bit special, you know, and they kind of, the Palace cards are kind of the embodiment of the epitome of this suit that they represent, right? And so the Palace of Wands is like your card. This is a lot of fire behind you, Aries, this week. This Queen of Wands energy is someone who's like a real go-getter. They're very attractive. They're somebody who knows what they want. They're highly magnetic. Everyone is always drawn to them. There's a lot of power behind you, a lot of sexual passion. There's a real fiery energy with this Palace of Wands. This can be starting some kind of new creative endeavor. This could be putting all of it out there on the line, but here's the dealio. We have this Eight of Wands, which is a delay in communication of some sort. So I don't know what it is that you're waiting on here. I don't know if this is you delaying communication to someone like this or someone delaying communication to you. I don't know, but there's some kind of delay in communication with the Eight of Wands. All right. A couple more out with this deck. Wow. Holy frijoles. Okay, so the Ten of Wands is somebody who can't stand it anymore, and we're about to have an end to it. I got to tell you that. We may have an end to this delay in communication for whoever you are. The Ten of Wands is somebody who just can't take it anymore. It's like this like complete obsession. It can be overwhelming feelings, overwhelming emotions. My tummy's upset all of a sudden for you, just kind of nervous. This Tower card is an energy that's like feels like it comes out of nowhere. This can be like a spur of the moment decision. This can be running into somebody unexpectedly. This this can be a major accident or a situation that comes out of nowhere. But that's just the thing. The Tower is, it's being struck by lightning. No one can control that, right? And whenever it happens, it changes the trajectory of your life in some way, whether it's for the day or whether it's for the week or whether for it's the rest of your life, you know? It's something that's kind of out of your control, out of your hands, it would seem. Let us use this. I don't know which one I want to use. I guess I'm going to use this Star Power Tarot. I feel like, I always say this, you know I say this every week, I feel like I'm missing some decks. Like maybe I didn't get them all out because I feel like I have limited supply on my table. Let's look. 10 of Cups. Alrighty. I am not sure. I feel like somebody wants to talk to you, actually. And somebody wants to maybe reach out and talk to you about a family situation, or they may want to express an awful lot of love to you, for you. 10 of Cups can be a family dynamic. It can be a family coming together. It can indicate a blended family in some way. This is somebody who, and it comes out on its side. So I don't know, again, if this is you wanting to talk to somebody, but there being some kind of delay in communication. 10 of Cups can be a marriage of some sort. Again, it could be a family. I got the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Ace of Pentacles in reverse is something that you don't want to invest in, it feels like. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse is somebody who sees like no growth, no change. And for somebody who is really moving and shaking in the right directions, like really like it's just kind of on fire in themselves, like in some way there's like an energy of there not being a lot of commitment in a situation. Maybe that's what the delay here is. Maybe you're wanting to go in a different direction. Maybe you're wanting to invest in something that is new. It feels like you feel like yourself for the first time in a long time. Whatever this decision is, oh, okay. I feel like you are releasing yourself from something. That Ace of Pentacles in reverse, I never thought of it that way. It feels like you're kind of pulling yourself out of the ground, though. It's like unplanting a seed. It's like extracting yourself from a situation, and all of a sudden you feel better than you have in years. Why do we have this delay in communication? What's that about? I don't understand this 10 of Cups. Oh, snap. Okay. So the reason you haven't been communicating it is because you're going to have to cut out somebody major out of your life. Okay, so the 5 of Swords specific to this Star Power Tarot is having to like cut something major out of your life, and it feels like that's what you're having to do. It feels like you're having to extract yourself from possibly a long-term relationship, possibly a long-term love relationship, if we're being really honest here, Aries. And it feels like doing so is good. It feels like it feels good to you to do that. It feels like, oh my goodness, I'm hearing the words living a lie. That's heavy. Ay, ay, ay. 5 of Swords is pretty brutal. It can be a win at all costs. It feels like you can't take it anymore with that 10 of Wands, though. Nine of Cups. This is somebody who sees themselves with a different kind of dream. All of a sudden their eyes are wide open, and it feels like there's a lot of intuitive ability that's coming towards you this week, Aries. This month. I'm seeing that somebody has a lot. It's interesting. I can't not focus on this little tiny ring that she's wearing on her finger over here. I don't know what's happening in your life, but for some reason letting go of this one thing, this one person, this one situation, or whatever, could be a whole bunch of people with this 5 of Swords, could be affecting an entire family dynamic, an entire workplace dynamic. I'm not sure. Whatever it is that you're removing from yourself from, I feel like you're taking yourself out of an equation in some way. It makes you feel like yourself for the very first time in a long time. I don't know if you're just choosing to not give energy to a certain thing any longer, but whatever it is, it really feels like you're extracting yourself from some kind of physical situation, because whatever that does for you it creates like some kind of rapid fire within you that allows you to feel like yourself for the first time in a long time, and you've been delaying doing it. And I'm not sure why. It's possible because it relates to a family dynamic of some sort. But you extracting yourself from the energy of this, it was too much for you with this Ten of Wands. It was like starting to wear you down in some kind of way. Extracting yourself from this is like kind of like a wish come true. Oh, right? I feel like somebody else had a similar reading to this where I just left me like feeling like a heaving sigh of relief, like once this is over, like once this is removed from your life, it's going to feel so much better. That's too many. Yeah, but I'm sure, right? So the Hanged Man and the Eight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. Here's the thing, and I was asking in my mind, I was asking about what this Tower card was really going to be, and we're not even ready to get to the Tower, because really they're still talking about how you've waited a long time to make this decision with this Hanged Man. You've been praying about it. You've been waiting for the right guidance. You've been waiting for somebody to give you a sign in some way. I feel like you're like message received somehow this week with this Tower card. And we're going to talk about that in just one second. This Eight of Cups in the reverse, though, is an energy of feeling like you have soul ties to this situation, relationship, and that's why it's hard to walk away from it. This could be in a family dynamic of some sort. And this Knight of Pentacles in reverse is someone who kept saying, I'm not sure where I would go. I'm not sure what I would do. I'm not sure what would happen to me if this were to happen, X, Y, or Z. With the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse is somebody who doesn't trust the decisions they've made in the past, and so they don't trust themselves for the future. I don't know if this is your energy or someone near you, Aries, but it really does feel like someone who hasn't always put a lot of stock in their own feelings, perhaps because you felt like you were non-committal in some ways here and there or something like that. But there's an energy of this Tower. Whenever it happens, it frees you up to make some kind of major change and communicate that to the powers that need to hear it, the people that need to hear it, I guess. And whatever that does, it frees you up to feel like yourself for the first time in a long time. What is this Tower? The Tower really feels like it's going to be whatever pushes you over the edge of this Hanged Man energy. The Four of Wands. Oh, snap. All right, so that is, again, that Divine Awakening card. Is that Twin Flame 1111 Awakening card, right? It can be, it's definitely like a light bulb moment. I don't know. It really does feel like divine intervention in some kind of way. Whatever it is, it's like a sign. It's like you ask for a sign from the universe and the universe delivers, you know, in some kind of way. It's also a reassessment of your own personal health. And that's very good for you. Very good job, Aries. It's a major wake-up call. Good job. And I have the World card that comes out with this. This is a cycle of completion. You're ending one thing so you can start something new. I always say the same thing about the World card every week. I always say it's not about starting the next chapter of your life. It's about finishing the volume, putting it on the shelf, and pulling down the very next volume of your life. We're talking about 7-year cycles, 9-year cycles, 13-year cycles, 28-year cycles, you know, that kind of thing. 17-year cycles. Or it's just Saturn's like I don't know, it's like an 8-year or 9-year or something. I don't know, I'm not an astrologer, but that World card indicates something that has to be tied up, loose ends that have to be tied up and wrapped up so that you can start something new here. And like I said, whatever this is that you're cutting out, there's like a heaving sigh of relief that finally allows you to look at yourself in the mirror and feel very authentic to yourself in some way. And I'm so glad for you. This is really good. This Tower is a real wake-up call. I don't know what it is that you see, what it is that you experience, but it's like you asked for a sign and you're going to receive it. So be watching for that this week. All right, Aries, I love you very much. Happy Mother's Day, you guys. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. I will catch up with you guys soon. Much love to you. Bye-bye.